What do you have to say about the manner in which the electioneering is happening, not just in West Bengal but other areas as well?
See, the very
I'll hold
fact,
it to you.
yeah, the very fact that the election in West Bengal in particular is being stretched over such a long period of time is very clear that this is a very, very crucial election for those in power at the center. So definitely it makes a lot of difference to the BJP. It is a make or break for them because it is a matter of their prestige. So they're taking it very personally. For Didi in particular, this is about regaining the confidence of the people, which has been faltering. The major issue being one of unemployment, and the recent lockdown and the pandemic has affected us in such a manner, and people saw who is there with the people at the grassroots level when they need help, when they need support. None of the political parties came forward except for the left. They were the first who jumped in the fray or started distributing food, providing support, shelter to all those people who are.
But you would maintain that the left has lost its political currency despite all these efforts?
Of course not at all.
Not.
Of course not. The left is very much in the field. The left is very much, it was always there. It has always maintained that it is for the people, it is for the marginalized,
Sure.
it is for those who are voiceless, and the left has maintained it.
Okay,
They have not made a show of it. That is where they falter.
Okay.
into.
So Nasreen says that because left has not made a show of what they've done, that's why perhaps, electorally they're not being spoken about. Forget the left for one moment. A lot is being said that this is a bipolar contest and not just between two parties but two individuals, Modi and Mamata, in the state of West Bengal. Would you concur?
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
I wouldn't, because at one level, yes, it is. Of course it is. There is Mamata Banerjee, the leader of a party. Mr. Modi is the leader of another party. Both of them hold public office. So that is a clash between two charismatic politicians. But at a different level, there are many other issues which are based on the institutional and constitutional framework within which politics is conducted in India. And I think this is a clash, mother of all battles on that as well.
Okay.
And if very quickly to run through this, one of them is of course federalism. I mean, this double engine sarkar model that everybody talks about.
Yeah.
The same government, the same
at the
party.
center and then at the state.
At the state. Meaning that there is a homogenization of politics, there is a homogenization of programs, that the aspirations which are peculiar to the state or a region don't matter. It's one size fits all.
Okay.
So that's one kind of, and then there is a sharing of powers. What is the responsibility? Therefore, what has happened over a period of history is that federalism, the center versus state, the centers got strengthened. The states strengthened themselves and the center decentralized. But if there is this double engine sarkar, then you go back 40 years, 50 years in terms of the politics.
Okay. I'm going to come back to you, Professor Mandal, in just a short moment. कुशल पांडे जी, मैं आपसे ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि आपने देखा असम में भी अब आरोप लग रहे हैं कि किस तरीके से एक ईवीएम मशीन मिली एक भारतीय जनता पार्टी के एमएलए प्रत्याशी के परिवारजन की गाड़ी में। यहाँ पर भी आप देखते हैं ममता बनर्जी लगातार आरोप लगाती हैं कि किस तरीके से जो अलग अलग इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं, संस्थाएं हैं, उनका दुरुपयोग किया जा रहा है चुनाव के नतीजे को ट्विस्ट करने के लिए। इन आरोपों के बारे में आप क्या कहेंगे?
देखिए, बंगाल की राजनीति में आज ममता बनर्जी तो शुरू से ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोगों पर आरोप लगाती जा रही हैं। ये कैसा आरोप है? उनका सरकार है जो आज 10 सालों से वो पूरे पश्चिम बंगाल में जिस तरह की राजनीति करे पूरा भारत देख रहा है ये चीज़ का। और ईवीएम का मशीन, इससे पहले तो ईवीएम उनके लिए एक नहीं होता था। अभी जब कल से 2 चरण का चुनाव हो चुका है, उन्हें मालूम चल चुका है कि उनकी सरकार, उनकी सत्ता जाने वाली है, तब उन्हें ईवीएम याद आ रहा है। अब वो ईवीएम का दोष लगा रहे हैं कि ईवीएम हैक हो रहा है। इससे पहले भी तो चुनाव हुआ, अगर ईवीएम हैक होता है तो आप क्यों नहीं?
लेकिन आप एक बात बताइए, इससे पहले होता था इसका मतलब थोड़ी अभी भी हो।
नहीं,
इससे अगर कोई आरोप आ रहे हैं तो उसकी जांच होनी चाहिए।
एकदम जांच होनी चाहिए, एकदम जांच होनी चाहिए। हम तो बोल रहे हैं कि अगर आरोप लग रहा है तो जांच होनी चाहिए, लेकिन आरोप कौन लगा रहा है ये तो पहले देखिए।
आपका शुभ नाम? सर
आशीष शर्मा
जी। आशीष जी, आप बताइए, आप क्या एग्री करते हैं कुशल जी की बात से?
जी अग्री करने की बात नहीं है। आपने जिस तरह से बैलेट पे चुनाव देखा है पश्चिम बंगाल में, पंचायत चुनाव में जिस तरह से बैलेट बॉक्स उठा के नालों में फेंक दिए गए थे, बैलेट बॉक्स के अंदर पानी डाल दिया गया था, तो इनके लिए अगर ममता बनर्जी को अगर लगता है कि इनके पास कोई ऐसा सिक्योर टेक्नोलॉजी या एलियन टेक्नोलॉजी है जहां से ये ऐसा चुनाव करा सकते हैं जहां पे कोई धांधली ना हो। 2 बार चुनाव जीत चुकी है ममता बनर्जी। यहाँ उस 2011 में भी ईवीएम था, 2016 में भी ईवीएम था, तब तो आरोप नहीं लगा रही थी। आज क्यों आरोप लगा
हारती हुई पार्टी ईवीएम पर दोष मढ़ती है। आई थिंक दैट्स द पॉइंट दैट इज बीइंग मेड। प्रोफेसर मंडल, आई वांट टू कम टू यू। यू नो, doubting the EVM is the preserve of the losing party is the view that is coming in from the BJP. By the way, BJP also doubted the EVM. I remember Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao's report. GVL Narasimha Rao's report way back in 2009 कि कुछ गड़बड़ है.
Wrote a very illustrious book on that in 2009 when he was assisting Mr. L.K. Advani to the Election Commission of India. I clearly remember that. But that's not the point. Look, we have 323 complaints about the EVM in last 2 phases of election. 323. 68 letters to the Election Commission of India. Right? Now, if these letters are going from one particular political party, forget about the fact that we are the incumbent political party, you have to take them into account. 323 complaints regarding EVM, malfunctioning of EVM. People have been waiting in the queue. They could not vote for, for 2
And this is why the TMC feels that the Election Commission is also non-existent, because I remember the complaints that were made in the context of Nandigram,
I'll state certain
where TMC says, where is the Election Commission?
I'll state certain facts. 2 political leaders of BJP, Mr. Mukul Roy and Shishir Bajoria, converses about what should be done with the booths, whether the people from outside, polling agent can be employed from outside the booths. The same decision is being taken by the Election Commission of India without consulting the other political parties. That's happening in the month of February, 21st February to be precise.